You know, in any given room, power is constantly shifting hands, and most of the time, not a word is spoken. This isn't about who's the loudest, it's about who's really in control.
Have you ever had that feeling? You're in a room where it really matters, and you just feel invisible, like you're being completely overlooked, unheard, absolutely powerless.
But here's the thing, real power, real influence, it isn't about what you say. It's something you build. It's constructed from the space you take up and the silence you command. Think of it as an architecture of control.
And what we're talking about today, well, this is your new blueprint. We can forget all the theory. These are real, actionable tactics you can use to completely reshape how people see you. All right, let's get into our first maneuver. And it's probably the most counterintuitive weapon you've got: silence. It's time to learn how to actually weaponize it.
So, what is strategic silence? It's not just about shutting up. No, it's a very deliberate pause used specifically to grab control of a situation and command the entire room's focus.
Here's how it works on a psychological level. When you pause after making a point or asking a question, you create a kind of vacuum in the conversation. And people can't stand that emptiness. They will literally rush to fill it. And in doing so, they reveal everything: their thoughts, their anxieties, their next move. You end up gaining control by saying absolutely nothing.
Now, how you execute this is everything. Step one is the deliberate pause. You have to hold it just a little longer than what feels comfortable. Then, step two, you let them fill that space. You have to fight that urge to jump back in. Just watch. They'll hand you the advantage on a silver platter.
Okay, on to our second maneuver, your physical blueprint. We're calling this the stance of control. This is all about how you claim your authority before you even open your mouth.
You have to understand, long before you say a single word, your posture has already sent a message about your status in the room, and you need to be the one controlling that message. I mean, just look at the difference here. A submissive posture, hunched shoulders, making yourself small, it just screams deference. But a dominant posture, shoulders back, taking up space, steady eye contact, that claims the room. It projects confidence and ownership, not aggression.
So the mantra you need to remember is this: occupy your territory. Consciously take up a little more space. Put your hands on the table. Sit squarely in your chair. These little physical adjustments send out incredibly powerful signals to everyone around you.
And here's the real payoff. When you claim physical space, you start to occupy mental space in the minds of others. Your presence suddenly becomes important. Your words start to carry more weight. So, let's put this all together. These aren't just little tricks. Think of this as a dossier, a new way of operating that can help you redraw the power dynamics in your world. Your new arsenal is simple, but believe me, it is devastatingly effective. You use that dominant stance to establish your physical presence, right? That builds your foundation of authority. Then, from that position of power, you deploy strategic silence to control the flow of the conversation. See, they work perfectly together.
From this point on, you're no longer just a passive observer in the room, waiting for someone to give you permission to be noticed.
Now, you're more than that now. You are the architect. You're the one who designs the interaction, who sets the tone. You build the whole framework to your advantage. So, take these tools with you into your next meeting, your next conversation. Look around the room and ask yourself, who really holds the power here? Because now, you know the answer to that question is completely up to you.